You really about to get that kid corners and all that? Worry about your business, not his, nigga. Should I be a part of this? You got other shit to do. You all sour and shit because you think you getting passed over. I am getting passed over. Yeah. You are, nigga.
Thought you got fired or some shit. We heard Bree's been playing you to the left for some new kid.
I've been here before you. And I'm gonna be here after you gone. I'm talking to you, motherfucker.
Just leave it fucking up my count.
We getting paid.
What you've done, God forgives everybody.
So we gonna need you to do some shit.
Oh, God.
You tell Rock it was Kanan.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. In this one, as you can see, we're talking about Kanan killing Taz. We all pretty much saw from episode 1 this was inevitable. The nigga Taz was hating too much, and I think it's finally gonna take place in episode 4 based off the new preview trailer. But I also think Breeze is gonna be in on it, or at the very least help Kanan after the job is done. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and break down everything that led up to this point in episode 1. Taz hating immediately, the interactions between him and Breeze, the conversations they had about Kanan, him telling Unique about the meetup with Stefano, Snaps, Pops, everything like that, and also him confronting Kanan in the last episode, everything leading up to his death, because I think he's gonna do one more thing that goes over the line that's just gonna make Kanan pop that nigga once and for all. So again, we all expected this. I'm just gonna go ahead and break down what happened and what we can expect to see come episode 4 of Raising Kanan, the last and final season. So you guys go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, once again, we all pretty much knew that this was a long time coming, and it's crazy to say that because it's only been 3 episodes with this nigga, but we know immediately when they first saw each other, I believe it was at Breeze's fighting ring when Kanan came to the pawn shop, we felt the animosity through the screen already. When he peeped Kanan showed up, this nigga was hating off rip. Following that, we get a conversation between Kanan and Breeze where they're talking about their partnership while they're teaming up, their plans going forward, how they combining their crews, everything like that. And he's in the background hating once again, looking back at his partners like, y'all hearing this shit? Y'all hear what's really going on? And right then and there, most people like, yeah, he's not gonna last too long in this partnership, this alliance, what's ever going on. But what really sealed the deal was at the end of the episode, a conversation with him and Breeze, where Breeze is telling him like, hey, you messed up the count, or you did something that made us lose money, and you fucking that up, that's money we can't get back. And you know what this nigga say? This nigga say, you really gonna give that boy corners and all that?
You really about to get that kid corners and all that? Worry about your business, not his, nigga.
I'm like, bro, no way he whining about this shit. Like, they having a conversation about an entirely different thing, and he over here whining, and Breeze telling him like, worry about yourself, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you doing? But he only goes to make matters worse going in episode 2. So in episode 1, we know that Breeze met with Unique because Snaps and Pop told him they couldn't take out Unique yet. He had soldiers on the street that we of course saw in episode 3. He had people backing them. We can't take them out. You have to have an alliance with them. So they met with each other in episode 1. But going in episode 2 with Stefano, they had a meeting with him, Pops, Snaps, Breeze, and Kanan. And of course, in this meeting, Stefano discussed Unique not being a part of the deal because he worked with Phil Russo, who just tried to take him out, and basically told him to take out Unique.
Unique still got people out here. It's not that easy to just move past them.
I disagree.
Now, word of this meeting got back to Unique because of Taz. Now we're gonna come back to that, but Unique of course went and confronted Breeze, telling them, I knew y'all had a meeting without me, y'all trying to cut me out this deal. And Breeze just told him, nah, he tried to reassure him that, hey, nah, you still in the deal. It was just Lil Linguini saying that he don't want to be hands on, he's gonna take a step back, he still wants his money and everything like that. But Unique peeped right away he was feeding him a bunch of bullshit, that he even went to Kanan and said, hey, we can't trust Breeze, Snaps, Pop, none of them.
Can't trust this nigga Breeze. Hell, can't trust any of them. Breeze, Snaps, Pop, Lil Linguini.
But Kanan basically dubbed him as well, and this kind of, which I feel like Taz telling him this about this meeting kind of helped save Unique as well, because he had even more reason not to trust any of them and just decide to leave. So on the Taz side of things, when they went and dropped off the pills to the white boys and they was driving away, Breeze confronted him, was like, ain't even confronted him for real, just told him directly, like, it was you that told Unique about the meeting because you the only one who knew. And he said nobody else in that room would have said anything.
You told this nigga Neek about the sit down at the hospital. Nobody else knew. And nobody in that room gonna talk.
Which makes sense, because once again, they all agreed to kill Unique, because we saw Kanan and Breeze go try to do it that night, but he was already heading out of town and everything like that. So of course none of them would have said anything. And you know what this nigga say? I just felt like he should have known. Like, bro, what is you doing? You making moves and causing problems for absolutely no reason. And this when Breeze confronts him again, saying like, you acting all sour and shit because you feel like you getting passed over. And he like, yeah, I am getting passed over. And Breeze just straight up tell him, yeah, you are, but you got bigger shit to worry about. And you do, like, you moving reckless just cause you got this animosity for another nigga getting the top spot. Like, bro, you gotta be stopped. You basically making your own deathbed doing shit like this. But it continues once again going into episode 3. He's again delivering the pills to the white boys and everything like that, and they say, hey, I heard you like got fired or something. He like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? They said that Breeze is pushing you to the side and someone else stepping up taking your position, everything like this. This angers him quickly. He like, man, get out my face basically, and he pops off on the white boys because he tries to tell them that he above them, but they like, bro, you just deliver our pills, that's all you good for, like, you're not no mob boss basically. So he pops off on them and everything like that, drives off, and when he pulls back up to the pawn shop, Kanan is there doing the count, and he pulls up to Kanan and he like, I was here long before you, I'm gonna be here long after you. But it's like he gonna wait him out, and Kanan ignoring him, and then he's like, I'm talking to you, and Kanan like, you got me fucking up the count, like, leave me alone basically, like, what is you doing? And Kanan just smiling and laughing at him because like, bro, like, what you really gonna do? If you was gonna do something, you had your opportunity right then. Kanan kind of just punked him, like, he put no fear in Kanan's heart. So I don't know why she tried to confront him like that, but it just made it look worse. And now going into this next episode, we got the preview trailer. And the preview trailer, it doesn't look good for Taz. We saw in another clip where Kanan punched him, or at least we assumed it's him, and now it definitely does seem to be him, and it does seem like they're in the pawn shop, the same room that Unique confronted Breeze in. It seems like that's where they're at, where he gets punched. And I think something that matches up in the lines, of course, is the clothes that Kanan's wearing here and the clothes that he's wearing when him and Breeze is in this what looks like abandoned building and they're burning something. Now we believe, or I believe, to be Taz's body. So he's wearing the same clothes in these scenes, and we see him obviously stand over somebody and pull the trigger. I think more than likely it makes sense to be Taz. And again, I think Breeze is gonna help or have a hand in this, where he necessarily isn't gonna care. He's gonna understand, like, first of all, Taz, he's been peeping the animosity, the anger, the resentment of not having that spy, and I said he's gonna do one more thing that causes Kanan to take him out, fuck up his money, do something to make Kanan look bad, something like that. And I think it's gonna give Kanan reason and opportunity to eliminate him. And I think Breeze is completely gonna understand that because of how Taz has been acting these last few episodes. She's gonna be like, it is what it is, basically. And we already saw how stone cold Breeze is over these last few episodes. We saw in episode 1 with the fight ring where the dude already basically lost, got his ass beat, but Breeze made them continue to fight and really put dude on his back. Then we saw in the last episode when they pulled up to Unique's corners and his men didn't want to back down, he straight dome dude, right, and then stood over his body and shot him like 3-4 more times. So we know how cold-blooded he is, and he doesn't really seem like the type to actually have friends, and which makes it interesting, to be honest. But I feel like that's a reason that he won't really mind, because of how Taz has been acting and because of the personality he carries himself as well. It's a certain level where you almost become more of a liability than your help, and I think that's what Taz is currently becoming. Like I said, stirred up the shit with Unique. I feel like he's the reason they wasn't able to take him out. Beat up the white boys. Who's to say they won't cop from them no more? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if he messed up that relationship, that partnership. But also, like, I think, like I said, he's gonna make one more move against Kanan that's gonna make Kanan be like, yeah, you gotta go, and there's nothing he's gonna be able to do about it. And again, I don't know, his character, he don't got no personality outside of hating Kanan, so he doesn't really have no reason to stick around. And you know, the last season of these shows, they want to run up the body count, so he's really here just to get flatlined, in my opinion. Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys can let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything down below. Like I said, a lot of us pretty much seen it coming, and I think they need to do it now so that they can focus more on this war that's about to like take off between Rock and Kanan in this next episode. And my next video tomorrow is going to be breaking that down, talking about how Kanan goes after Rock's girls and escorts, how this leads to Flossie pulling a gun on Kanan. You guys was right about that. Also, the chick that's working for them but sleeping with Kanan, that's gonna play a big part. We have so much to talk about in that video, but we had to knock this one out of Kanan killing Taz, because it's time for bro to go at this point, and Breeze is not gonna care. I'm really interested in why Breeze isn't in Origins. I need to see how this season ends, but I don't know, there's still so many questions. You guys, like, once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and predictions on any other characters for the rest of the season down below. But I'm out.